They also be school, my kin, my clan, my subscribers and current viewers. Hello. May the gods be with you all. So, it's been a couple of weeks since I haven't done a video. This cold really kicked my butt. But I'm up, I'm at it, I'm animated. And I think today, because, I don't know, it came in my heart that maybe somebody out there is in need of this specific spell. It's called a 7x7 revocation. And basically what it's good for is if you find yourself, all of a sudden your good luck is bad luck. All of a sudden your money is from having money to no money, from having a job to no job, from health to no health. You get the gist. You know, maybe you've been afflicted by somebody who tried to take your own luck away and they gave you their bad luck. And then, you know, again, some of you may say, well, how do, you know, I always hear this a lot in a lot of spiritual groups. Oh, well, how do I know if I've been cursed or hexed? Well, if you know you are a lovey-dovey, energized buddy who's trying to, you know, be perky and happy all the time, then all of a sudden you find yourself falling into a depression, or as I stated above, you know, all of a sudden you find yourself not having money when normally you're the type of chick or the type of dude who always has money. You're the type of person who's able to invite friends, and now you find yourself being invited a lot because the funds aren't there. The health, it has little by little been diminishing. You know, maybe you had a falling out with someone, and all of a sudden they're doing good and you're doing bad. You know, or there's also just plain old instincts. Our body will tell you, hey, something's a little off. Something's a little different. You know, you listen to your body. Your body was, something is wrong. You know, whether, you know, and when you can basically scratch off all mundane, you know, reasons of why you're going through what you're going through, and at the end of the day, you still find yourself leaning towards the idea that you have been cursed, then most likely, yes, you have been cursed. You've been afflicted by someone who's doing some pretty nasty things to you. What can you do? Well, for one thing, you can give yourself a spiritual bath. And see, the main thing that you should try to worry about is getting yourself back together. Sometimes people like to worry about, well, who did it? Who sent it to me? How? What did they do? And sometimes it's not important. Why do you want to know who did something to you so that when you see them in the streets, what, are you going to punch them in the face? I highly doubt that. Are you going to, you know, cause a big scene? I highly doubt that. You're just going to now, you know, if you find out that it's somebody that you work with now, every time you see this person, you're going to be in a funk at work. And that's going to affect your job performance. So why even put yourself through all of that if you know for a fact that it's just better getting rid of it, sending it back, a return to sender type of thing, taking care of yourself and moving forward and putting it in your God's hands or in karma's hands, anything, you know, anything that you believe in, just put it in their hands, and I'm pretty sure the outcome will be much more better than that by you figuring out, well, if so-and-so did it to me, well, now I want vengeance. Well, then we go, you know, that whole tit for tat, and then do you really want to put yourself in a spiritual warfare? Again, sometimes, you know, to avoid spiritual warfare, to avoid this long, dragged out, you know, tit for tat, you cursed me, I take off the curse, I send you a curse back, you break my curse, you send it back to me. So we're just going to be pretty much, you know, playing catch. For that, honey, let's just meet in the park and literally play catch. It's probably more fun and cheaper than getting all these different ingredients and trying to break a curse. But if you find yourself that you already gave yourself a spiritual cleaning. But money is still a little tight, and you still feel that somebody out there is still wishing you harm. Well, then this 7x7 spell is the best thing for you. Let me just warn you, this probably won't be a long video because, again, this is just something quick for me to just show you real quick. You know, a simple spell that you can do. Very affordable, very cheap. Ingredients may vary and change depending on what you have in your home. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit about the ingredients for the 7x7 on revocation. Okay, the main thing that you'll need is 14 shot glasses. Okay, 14 shot glasses, 99-cent store, call it a day. You're going to need a blue stick candle, like this, a blue stick candle, and a pink stick candle. And then you'll need a cigar and the person's name. Today I'm going to be using a mirror as a form of doing mirror magic as well as the surface for my spell. Now you can use one of those nice big aluminum pans or a nice sturdy, cutting board, or even a what is that called? A pizza oven thingy-majiggy. Yeah, I know what I mean. Yeah, I can definitely use that. Unfortunately, because I already have the drawings already done on the mirror, and it's a little hard for you to really see the mirror, I'll explain it as best as possible. But here is basically what you're going to draw, or you're going to need cascarilla, or chalk. What you're going to do is, either on the mirror, the cutting board, or any surface that you're going to use as your plate or foundation, you're going to need to draw, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long, squiggly lines representing the ocean. Okay? And then on the first lines from top and bottom, you're just going to draw 3 little dots. And but that's just to let you know where the shot glasses are going to go. And in the center line will be free of shot glasses, because that's where you're going to incorporate the candle burning. I'm going to put this close up to the thing. I don't know if you're even able to see this properly. Okay, now that we've seen it, it's very quick again. Now, in my book, originally, the recipe that I have written down, you're going to need, the other reason why you need 14 shot glasses is 7 shot glasses representing bitter ingredients, and 7 other shot glasses representing sweet ingredients. The gist of the spell is, you're going to align the bitter in front of you and the sweet across from you, so that when you do light your candles, you're going to turn the actual, just rotate the actual mirror so that you're left with sweetness for you, bitter for them. It's kind of like you're just pushing, moving your energy through the mirror, pushing your bad into the mirror, and bringing back the good into your person. Now again, for the bitter ingredients, you can use rum, ammonia, urine, alcohol, water with salt, lemon juice, and vinegar. For the sweet ingredients, you will be using honey, molasses, champagne, honey with milk, a malta, sugarcane water or juice, and brown sugar with water. Now, again, I told you, ingredients may vary. This spell is great because you literally do whatever you have around your home. Because again, this is something, if you're tight with money, you're not going to be able to really go out there and buy a whole bunch of ingredients. So you typically tend to use what's already in your kitchen cupboard. And again, this goes with instincts. You trust your instincts when it comes down to choosing your ingredients. In this instance, I will be using different ingredients. For my bitter, I will be using ammonia. I'm going to be using regular table salt with water. Then a separate one, I'm going to be incorporating black salt with water. Then I will use white vinegar. I'll use apple cider vinegar. I used a shot glass of water with some of my Conjuring of the Dead. And coffee. Dark black bitter coffee. For the sweet, you're going to be using honey, molasses, milk and honey, sugar water, mango juice, strawberry juice, and some coconut water. Okay? Again, as you can see, the ingredients are very, 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 very simple and very cost effective, which is what we want, because, you know, who really wants to be spending so much money just to try to get back ahead? So here's my mirror that I already have the drawings. Done. Okay. And so, like I told you, bitter towards me on this side, sweet on this side, okay? So in this case, I'll start with the bitter. One there. That's the coffee. This is black salt and water. This is the water with the Conjuring the Dead oil. This is the white vinegar. Apple cider vinegar. Okay, what you're trying to do is converting like a wave type of effect. Okay. Here. That was the ammonia. Oh no, I think this is the vinegar because it smells very potent. Okay, so now that we have this, you see it's kind of like a pyramid type of thing. Now we're going to add the sweet stuff. So here is the molasses. Here is the honey. Here is the milk and honey. Here's the mango juice. Here is the strawberry juice. Here is sugar water. And the coconut water. This might be one of the shortest videos I do. What time is it?
14 minutes.
Oh, actually that's not bad. Most spells that people do put out there are about 15 minutes long. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do this now because, again, I find it very disrespectful for me to actually, you know, say the actual spell out loud. And it's not that it's any incantations or anything. It's just I feel it's a little disrespectful to my spirits, being that I am using the camera, and technically I personally don't like recording my craft, but because, you know, this is for teaching purposes, I will, but certain things I just feel very uncomfortable doing, again, for respect of my spirits. But in this case, okay, so, where was I going with this? I feel like I got a little ahead of myself. Oh, yes, the incantation. Again, so once you know, again, you put it here, and you say, On the piece of paper that you're going to put in the middle, you're obviously going to write to my enemies known and unknown. Unless if you know the individual's name. Then you put the person's there, and you will write their name 7 times, and you will put your names on top sometimes. Remember, just how I taught you in a couple of videos ago, that, that's a way of you dominating. So if you write it this way, you flip the paper and you write yours across, kind of creating a zigzag, not a zigzag, a crossword puzzle type of thing. Okay? So as you're, I'm a little excited for some reason. I don't know why. I'm feeling a lot of energy, but I think it's because my spurs are getting close. Who can you give this to? Okay? This is something that a lot of you do appreciate me when I do that segment of my spells is, who can you give it to? Well, anybody that works with the sea will be the greatest way or the greatest deity for you to use in order for this spell to be a great success, because you're using the sea as a way for the sea to cleanse you and to bless you at the same time. So, for obviously lack of a better deity, you can give this obviously to Yemaya. You can give this to Olokun. You can give this to Inle. You can give this to Madre de Agua. You can give this to Kalunga. You can give this to Hecate. I believe you can give this to Bridget. You may even be able to give this to certain, oh my god, what are those called? The Valkyries.